All right, so what's up, you guys? Got another question. I was scouring the blogs and I found the question about how long should I wait before I text a girl, and then in the same thread, I answered that question in a previous video if you guys want to check it out. In the same thread, a guy asked, how long should I wait in between texts when I'm texting a girl? So you're going back and forth. How long should you wait when you're messaging a girl? This answer is the same as the first one that I gave, dude. You got to message as soon as you can, and don't be afraid if you're not messaging too quickly, because you just do it when you have the chance. And if you have like stuff going on in your life, it's going to seem natural. Even if you don't, it's still going to be the same thing, because the amount of time that you wait in between messages, or the amount of time that you wait before you send a message, people tend to overthink. There's that myth that was around, I think, in the movie Swingers. If you guys seen that movie, it's a great movie. It's with Vince Vaughn and Jon Favreau. He's the guy who directed Iron Man. Before he became famous, he did this movie called Swingers, and they had this thing in the movie where it was like, you can't call a girl after you get her number. You can't call her for 3 days. And then Vince Vaughn's character even says, I wait 5 days. Like 5 days was the player thing to do back then. All this stuff is complete horseshit. If you wait that long before you're messaging a girl in today's day and age, I guarantee you she's going to forget about you or find some other dude, unless you made a super good impression upon her. But if she's a hot girl, like, she's getting hit up by other people, I guarantee you. And the same thing goes for how long should I wait in between texts. I remember thinking about this stuff when I was in high school. I think I was only talking to like one girl at the time. I wanted to be my girlfriend. And we would go back and forth, and I remember I would hear the text message and I would just wait, and I wouldn't respond to her because I was trying to look like, oh, I'm too busy, or I have too many other people trying to hit me up that I don't have time to message her. That stuff is only going to hurt you, because guess what she started doing? She started waiting a long time in between it too, so it would take like a day before we got messages back and forth between each other. All that stuff is ridiculous. If I'm getting a message, and sure, sometimes you get a message where you have to think about your response, and that's fine. Take a little bit of time, but I usually like the first thing I think of that is not too crazy, I'll send. And the reason why is because their social lives are too crowded, and if you don't respond to someone, there's a good chance you're going to forget, or she's going to think that you're not taking her seriously or something like that, or she might forget about you. So you want to message as quickly as you can, because it could only hurt you. And these types of little games that people are playing, especially when they're young, basically they happen because you're trying to, like I said in the previous video, you're trying to become something, you're trying to project something that you aren't, which is a guy who has so many people hitting him up that he's gonna wait a long time in between messages. And all those games might work when you're 14, maybe, but when you're hitting the bars, when you're above 21, they're just a waste of time, and it's just going to make your life harder. And if you wait too long, you might lose it. Anyway, that's my answer. It was probably a little longer than it should have been, but that's your best chance of success. Good luck out there, you guys.